Hello, let me pull the chat up, pull the chat up, pull the chat up. I'm waiting on Wendell. Sorry, I might be a little bit late. I had to take a bath, y'all. I fell asleep last night, passed out, exhausted. Hey, Cassandra, Evelyn, Pammy B, Hush, Tennessee Road. Oh, I hear a knock.
Hello.
Hello, I already hit the live button because I
Oh,
was Miss Leah, Life Rewinded, Shamat. Hey, Paula, you've been on my mind a lot lately, Paula. I don't know. We got some kind of connection. Hey, Freeside, I'm done talking. I'm about to crash out. I'm done. Okay, that was that was me last night. Golly, Charlie, burnt hot dog, Tara, polyester jumpers, Batty. I know I missed some in the beginning. So, how was your Labor Day? Prickly Pear, Mercedes Girl, Mayberry, Debbie, Carrot Top. How was your Labor Day, Wendell?
great. Great. Yeah, it was good. How was yours? How was camping?
It was exhausting, but it was good. It
Good.
and I don't know what about it exhausted me. Well, I think hey Tally, getting ready, um, it just exhausts you. By the time you get there, you're just out. Just
Yeah.
yeah, Charlie, it's been hot here too. Just hot, hot, and um, I've managed to get a crick in my neck. Not like last year when I couldn't move my arm though. So that's oh, thank you, Rosebud. Yeah, split screen us. I didn't know she was going live. I hadn't been live in since Friday, and
Who's live?
they just said that Natasha went live.
Uh,
You said,
so how was camping? Yeah, camping is exhausting.
mhm.
Um, but your new toilet worked well.
Yes, I love it. I
That's
absolutely love it. And there was one part of camping, y'all, that I went. I turned into a 3-year old. Um, if y'all
that
maybe
would be me
5,
the
maybe
entire.
5.
That would be me the entire time. I'm just saying. I have this weird feeling that I would be absolutely miserable.
There was one part where all okay, the kids came. Mercy, yeah, you've been here a year. I'm glad. Um, the kids had came. We cooked out, and they left, and I just, I was so tired, and I told them while they were there, hey Mercedes girl, I said, y'all, I need just like 20 minutes to lay down, and my girls were like, you don't need 20 minutes, you don't need 20 minutes, blah, blah, blah. So I pushed through it, and then
Hmm.
when they left, I laid down a few minutes, and I got up, and Jim said, "What's wrong?" And I just started crying. I said, "I don't know. I don't."
Sorry. I'm sorry. That's not very funny. That would be me though. I would be because yeah, I'm camping. That's what's wrong. I'm in the dirt. I want to go home in my bed and my warm shower and my private toilet, and I don't want to see you or you or you or you. I want to be. I want my book. I want a drink. I want my pillow. That's it. And my fuzzy blanket.
That's what, and they say that was what I wanted. I drank um, mixed water. It's a Starburst mixed. I make it by the gallon. That's what I drank all day long. I didn't
Mhm.
have any with me. All I had was Coca Cola. Um, it
I'm tired of
everything
Coke. I'm tired of.
everything was unhealthy, and my mental health went along with it. So then I'm sitting there, and I mean I'm just crying, and he said this is so, he said, "Do you want a hug?" And I said, "Yes, I do." I
Yes,
do.
please. Yes, please.
Um, he was so sweet. I went over and got me a hug, and we just sat there, and he said, "I promise you, everything's gonna look better tomorrow." And I said, "You think so?" Does it right now? I just don't feel like it will. I just feel like. And he said, "Do you want to go home?" And I said, "I kind of do. I kind of do want to go home."
Yes, please.
I
Right.
told
Van life with Wenda will be fun. I know. See, I think that I could totally do it. I could do that. Come on. No. My first weekend out, I'd be like, all right, let's see. I gave up my roof and my running water and my electricity for this. Why did I do that?
yeah, you're not in control really of anything out there. And hey,
Mhm.
Wild, um, but we met, like, if you watch my video, I put neighbors, and those people were so great. Like, we got there, and Jim brought enough wood for the entire campground. And so I told him, I'm like, look, if y'all want some of our wood, and they were like, thank you. Hey, Maggie. But then I gotta say that the neighbors got a little selfish because they're like, "Hey, can we take some of that home? We want to make shells. We want to make this. We want to make that." And I was like,
Oh, now
"Okay,
you're overdoing it. Okay.
yeah, I know you're
I was
pushing
trying
it."
to be nice. I was just being polite.
And at first, like, I told Jim, I said, "I'm gonna go get the pistol," and he's like, "Well, put it in a bag." And I said, "No, I want them to see me having a pistol. I want them to know I'll blow your, I'll blow you away if you
You,
try to."
oh my God. Did you really do that? I
I
want them to
didn't.
know. I
I
want them to
wanted them.
know I'm sitting here with a gun.
I kinda did because I thought, if they see you with the pistol, they're not gonna be as quick to harass you. But then we got to know them, and that
Hold on.
maybe
Hold
I'm not a good camper. I don't
Can you also do you have other options like no talkie
be mom.
sign or something, am not social this evening, put a sign out or something? Does it have to be a pistol? Does it have to be stay the hell away or I'm blowing your head off? Are there options? Is there nothing between that and death?
Well, I don't know. I felt threatened. Something about me. I don't know. I felt threatened. Maybe I was just a little paranoid. But by the end of the night, um, the girl, she's like, "Hey," because okay, I thought the way that she approached me, and this was after Jim gave her some wood, um, that gave all them some wood, and it's before the shelf making bullshit,
Mhm.
whatever. But she comes over to me and she said, "Hey, I don't know how you feel about this," and I was like, "Oh, she's gonna offer me drugs. She's about to offer me drugs. Pack it up, pack it up, Jimmy." We're not staying around meth. That was what. This is. I'm not. Maybe I'm not fun.
I
I thought
got,
I was fun.
okay, well, did she have meth? I mean, did you even
No, she has. She said, um, I have some tequila. I didn't know if y'all
uh-huh.
would want a shot of tequila.
So not meth. Okay, well,
And
good.
so, well, it was tequila, not meth. And then she said, no, I knew it wasn't a threesome because she was like 25. Her little husband was, probably about the same age. But then she's like, I don't have any shot glasses. And I said, I do. Jim said, of course you do. And I'm like, shut up. I still have them packed from where we bought them at Alcatraz, asshole. And so a few shots of tequila and I was fine.
Just feel much better.
Yeah.
Good.
But I don't know. She was very energetic. And maybe because I'm old, I'm not that energetic. I don't know. And I thought, is she on meth? I don't know. No. Yeah, I was, Bex. I was feeling paranoid.
She says it happens to us all, right? I see what you did there, Mick. I see that. I see that, girl.
Yeah, it's because she's 25, Ma, and I felt good then too. Now,
It's amazing what a shot of tequila will do.
yeah, it was the meth. They were so, and they had They were so young that they were like, yeah, we only had to kayak 22 miles to get here. I'm like, oh, just the 22, huh? I know.
And then do they have to go back home at 22 miles? Because that'd be
Yes,
where I'd
Paula.
start
Yeah.
crying. Like, can
They
we
were
get a
going the
plane? Can we get
whole
picked up?
river. They were
Oh
going the
my
whole river. So they were going another direction. But this is where I told Jim, yeah, in my world, I told Jim, I said, stop talking to the neighbors. Stop. Because then they're like, we only got $13 till payday. And I'm like, oh, they're fucked because it's Saturday. And
I mean, was it payday like a couple days ago?
I looked at, I know Jim, I was burning a hole in his back. Like, don't you give them our money. Because I know Jim Jim been like, you got any money in your sock? I gave all of our money away. That's Jim.
He's so sweet to give wood to everybody, and they
Yeah,
liked it so much that they wanted to go home and build shelves out of it.
it was really nice wood. I mean,
So you were okay to give them wood to burn, but you didn't want to give them wood for shelves.
we started getting low on wood.
Oh, too much
Yeah,
wood. I got you. I got you. I got
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Gotcha,
We
gotcha,
started
gotcha.
getting low, and here's
Yeah,
Jim.
you need it.
Jim, they're like, we're sorry, we keep taking your wood, and Jim's like, oh, we got more at the house. I'm like, at the house, Jim,
At the house.
at the house. We're not at the house.
Yeah, we're not at the house. I see
Yeah.
you, sweet. I see what you're
Hey,
doing down
sweet, I
there,
love you.
being dirty
Charlie,
birdies.
none of our neighbors were afraid of badass Omar. This little girl came up. She said, 'Cause I couldn't get Omar to come back at one point. And I'm yelling, Omar. And I'm getting embarrassed because he's like not moving. He is in the tent with somebody chilling.
You made a friend. He's over there,
Yeah.
best friends, best friends, best friends.
So I walk over and this little girl walks up. She said, I gave him a bacon. And I said, and you have a best friend now.
That's right. That's why he wants to live with you.
Yes. I gave him a hot dog and you gave him bacon. You win.
You win.
Stop saying giving wood. I'm going to give you some woods for Saturday.
Oh dear.
I ain't working. We're camping again Friday and Saturday with Cynthia and Amer. So that ought to be fun.
Okay, so
But
how
I
many
mean,
more of these trips before you're done with camping?
I don't know. If I cry this weekend, we may have to call it a wrap.
You might have to take a weekend off. Hey, Clancy. Yeah, bacon is awesome. I'd give up
Yes,
my
Mark.
friends for bacon too, probably.
Yeah, me too. Bacon wins hands down.
Mm-hmm. The great betrayal treat. It is. It is. Oh my goodness.
But that was our weekend. The kids had a good time. Oh, and then I bounced back, man. I rallied after I had my mental breakdown. I got the first aid kit locked and loaded already in the camper shamat. Um, Jim was so sweet. Get you somebody that doesn't judge you, but says, "Do you need a hug?" And then understands and tells you tomorrow's a new day. You just need to go to bed. And I'm like, I don't think that's it. I don't think I'm tired. He's like, trust me.
It's like, well, maybe I disagree a little.
I mean,
I'm
I
a
turn
little
like I'm
tired.
5. I'm like, do you think I could read my book? And he's like, hon, you can read your book. You can do whatever you want. Go on and get in the bed. Okay.
You turned into a toddler.
I did. A complete toddler.
Here's your pacifier. Go lay down.
You think so, Brantley? Timber is something else.
She could be your twin. And I say that, I know I say that every time I see a picture of her, but she absolutely could pass for your twin.
It is amazing. Like I told her, because her eyelashes, and I said, I can't believe I'm about to ask you this because people used to ask me this. I said, are those your real eyelashes? And she said, yep, they're mine. But people used to ask me that all the time too. Are those your real eyelashes? She said, why don't they ask it now? I'm like, Timber, can barely find them. Thank you, sissy. No, can't deny that one, just Paula.
Right. She's a spitting image of you. Absolutely, she is. I thought it was you until I read the thing and you said it was her. So I was like, oh, like honestly, she really, you guys look exactly the same. It's crazy.
Yeah, she said, I think I'm gonna dye my hair. I'm like, no, our hair's the same color. No.
No, I like
Remember when
being.
she went through that phase of shaving her head and she still looked gorgeous? I'm like, damn.
Yes, she does. She can't
Thank
have
you
it.
so
Yeah,
much.
there's no bad hairstyle on her. She's
Mm-mm.
absolutely gorgeous.
You
I
too,
remember when
Charlie.
she would used to wear those like hair wraps and stuff.
Yes,
Hi,
she
Charlie.
went
How
through.
you doing? Gorgeous. Looked gorgeous in those.
She did. That's when she was growing her hair out, and she wrapped her hair up. She had Skeet wearing a head wrap. Mm,
It's almost time for Skeet to get a haircut, I would think.
it is, but his I'm not. His dad may or may not have trimmed his bangs some, and I was so mad.
Oh no. Yeah, I tried to give my son his first haircut and it did not go well. And I was under strict orders to never do that again. So,
Timothy got all defensive too. I said his hair looks different. He said, "What? What? I cut it."
well, we know what you did. Now we know what happened.
You got too much.
Yeah,
I mean, his hair is so beautiful. It's just so
he does. He
big.
has beautiful hair. But he's gonna not be able to see if he keeps going. Like,
He
you
couldn't
gotta,
see.
yeah,
Yeah.
see.
And Timber puts it in a bun or a ponytail, and it's so perfect. Oh,
Yeah. When it's pulled back. But he does. He has great hair. He really
he
does.
does. He
Fantastic
does.
hair.
And then Vito, he's almost ready. It's time for him to get his haircut too. It's like over his little ears. He'll be one next month.
That's crazy. When you get your first haircut, or when you get your your baby their first haircut, all of a sudden they look so grown up. They look like such a little
Yep.
toddler. They go from baby to toddler instantly. It's crazy.
Hey, Diamond Cutter. You're right. They never look the same again.
Yeah.
So far, Skeet looks the same because I don't know. It just got curlier in the front.
You
Um,
got to save some of those curls, of course.
I hope they did
Yeah.
because Timber just kept saying, why, why. That's it.
I'm
So
surprised that he did that without consulting her. Like that seems like a dangerous move. You
that
got to ask the mama if she's okay with that. You
that
don't
is
go on
very
cutting on a baby's
dangerous.
hair and think mom's going to be cool with it. You got to tell her. You got to or ask her at least. You got to say something. That's not a
Right.
surprise mom wants to have. I'm just
Hey,
saying.
dancing. Right. And he knows Timber. He's not new to the family. He knows all of us. And we're all like, what are you
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, that's risky.
Oh
Definitely.
man, but I'm sore. I'll tell you this getting older thing, it sucks. It just sucks.
Well, I mean, it's only your first couple trips. Like, I'm sure once you,
Oh yeah, yeah.
at the rate you're going, you're going to be a professional here
We
anytime.
we are. We so okay, Jim caught like a 4 pound bass and it broke the line. So yeah, I gotta tell y'all this. All right. I know I got stories on story. All right. Jim caught a fish and he says, Randy, come here. And he said, I'm thinking about getting in the kayak and going and unhooking the fish because I'm be damned. He said, I'm not losing another one. And I can tell, he said, I'm pretty sure this is a big one. It's hard to tell. If you get a good fighter, you can't tell how big they are.
Hmm.
So he said, but I have an idea. And I said, don't. I said, whatever your idea is, don't do it. Just go ahead. If you want to get in the kayak, I will stand here and help you. But don't do your idea. He said, I'm going to do the idea,
Oh
which
no.
was get my grapple. I have a grapple hook that came with my magnet. And he said, I'm going to throw it over there. It may unhook it. What happened? He threw it, bam, went straight into a log, hooked in the river. I said, look, I don't care about your damn fish, but you ain't gonna lose my grapple. So if you gotta dive in, dive in. You gotta swim, swim, whatever. So he goes around, he digs through all this bullshit, and it was a little brim.
I don't know what
People are coming by.
what's a brim? I don't know what that is.
It's a that it's a small fish.
Oh, it's a tiny fish. Okay. I thought you said
Yeah,
he hooked a 4-pound bass.
he did it, broke it. That was the
Oh,
day
oh, oh.
before.
Sorry, sorry. Okay.
That's where we started bonding with the neighbors when me and him, the fish were biting like crazy at first.
Mhm.
But yeah, that came to an end too. So, but I had this discussion and we came to the conclusion that we are in zero danger of possession. No demon is going to put up with my crappy knees, right?
Yeah, you'll be a prepper in no time, Randall.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got it. I got it. Me and Jim, we got a grill and we put the whole thing. We put it together ourselves. I told him, I said, this is always going to be special because every screw was screwed in by me and Jim.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so cute. I love that you guys are doing all that stuff together. It's adorable. It's adorable. It really
It's
is.
well, come to find out, we really do like each other. We don't just
Well, that is good.
yeah. Who would have thought it?
Yeah.
We played cards. I won.
Nice. Let the Wookiee win. Good.
Yep.
Good strategy.
Yep. Yeah. So,
Well,
anything new on the tubes? Did I miss anything, y'all? Anybody? Anybody?
mm, oh, I think it's been a pretty quiet weekend for the most part.
I don't know, Maud. I think thought that would help. Yeah, that's what I can't get any um YouTube or anything out there. So
Yeah, you don't even get. Do you even get cell phone reception? Because I didn't even hear from you, only just that one time.
just a little bit. Like if you have an
Yeah.
iPhone, I have to send it as a text message. I can make a call, but not much. I mean, there's like half a bar, and it was not enough to pull in like YouTube or anything like that. It's
Yeah.
but it will give me my emails. So I'll see that I got a message on Twitter, and it's killing me. Like I can't message the people back, and I'm like, they're gonna think I'm ignoring them. They,
Well, you
let's,
told everybody you were going camping for the weekend. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
hopefully everyone understands that.
yeah. I think that. I
But
think.
yeah, no, it's been a quiet weekend. I have been putting together the stuff on Love Shack Sarah because I'm gonna do a stream and I'll put out everything I have. Um,
Yeah, I was explaining before I came live that you're going to be on your channel and you're going to show the connect the dots stuff so
yes,
that
yeah, I'll
break
connect
it
all the
down.
dots for everybody. I need to ask though the chat
Pickle.
if we're concerned about. You remember? Okay, so I just realized that you remember that time that we that oh god, who was it? Was I think it was Tracy's chat, and that one chick in there named Debbie J was just every comment was something nasty about us, and she was
Hmm.
talking with
Yeah.
and she was talking with Irish actually. That Debbie J account is now called, hold on, you'll love this. That Debbie J account is now called Randy Alcoholic Stew, with your last name. So that's her too, because that's one of the accounts that came in on Friday. So that was her too all this time. So now I'm trying to find out several other things. One,
Oh, well, that Randy alcohol, my last name, alcoholic, was also the Janie account.
yes, it was. Yes, all of those counts are connected. Yes, Jenna. It was also Jenna Hawley. It was Posted Media. It was Alicia Clare at one point. These are all the clones, part of the clone people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Pammy, I heard about that. That she was in Jen Jen's, and she's like, I would never. And
right.
and I get wanting to believe her. I do, 100%. I understand. So, like I said,
Well, the evidence is what the evidence is. Like, I'm not gonna, I can't help it that all the accounts connect. I didn't make that happen. It just happened.
yeah.
But what I do want to know is has anyone heard of an account called Willow's Mom? Somebody was saying something to me about an account that had the name Willow in it, and we were saying that, oh, it was Natasha,
Mm-hmm.
Willow's mom. Because if it's Willow's mom, then that connects to her as well.
I think it was just Willow. I don't know if it was Willow's mom. I just remember Willow.
Okay.
Right, sweet, right. And
Right.
I saw Amanda popping up. Pop down, Amanda. Shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah,
up.
shut up, Amanda. I've always said that I didn't believe that was Thank You Next. In fact, ask Stephanie Brown. She'll tell you, because part of what Stephanie tried to do that day was out our private conversation, that I was telling her behind the scenes that I didn't think it was Thank You Next. And uh that's because that's not private. That's, everybody can know that. I've said it publicly and privately, and to anyone who would ask. So, Amanda, shut up. Who
Yeah.
is Fresh Start? Well, Fresh Start is also connected, because they're connected to that hot dog account, which is connected to her. So I don't know. She could be Fresh Start as well. I mean,
I
at some
mean,
point, I mean, there's so many accounts. There's so many accounts. And what we know is that, on Friday, when all these accounts came in,
hey,
basically
Roman.
saying the same exact thing. If they weren't being nasty to us, they were saying, Sarah's in Hawaii saving whoever she's saving, and
Yeah.
I
How
don't
did?
know her. I'm being a fair party here.
Yeah.
Sarah wouldn't do such a thing. All of those accounts that came in out of nowhere. Um, if we're going under the assumption that all of those are also her, there's quite a bit of them,
But
and
she
they
flew
all have,
back from Hawaii to go in Ginny and Jen's chat. So
yeah, all of a sudden she was back, right? But it's weird how far back they go, all the way from, I've been tracking these since December 2022, and probably even before that. These are, we've been tracking these a long, long time.
right. And the thing is Manda knows what Ton did because Manda was on the phone call. But here's the thing: if Ton is doing good right now, that's but this isn't the first time that I've apologized to Ton. But and Manda knows that. But Manda knows a lot, but that don't pay your bills, does it, Manda?
Well, I mean, and Thank You Next is certainly not innocent. She has definitely trolled and has admitted to trolling,
Yes.
under lots of accounts. They typically target Randy and Sin. They don't usually come after me. They're mostly Randy and Sin people, targeting them. Usually they say the same thing, that Randy doesn't really like Sin and really doesn't care about her and that kind of
I'm gonna
crap.
drop all the emails and all the
Right,
messages and blah
right.
blah blah.
All the messages that, don't exist, and we all know they don't exist. And of course, they've never been dropped and they're not real. But anyway,
No.
so she has absolutely trolled. But this particular, the Sign account, which is the one in question, the Sign account didn't just attack Randy and Sin. They came after everybody, and
Yeah.
they were especially vile and talked about, like, sodomy and hoping that Makeup Monster's kids get taken from her, and just very, very vile stuff. Um, so the pattern wasn't the same as what Thank You Next typically did.
Right.
And Thank You Next admitted to being all of those troll accounts and apologized for them
Mm-hmm.
and was forgiven, of course. Um, I mean, we could do a whole thing on that too, but if she's in a good place or trying to get to a good place, I don't want to mess that up.
You can be our friend 50 Shades. But yes, we need to do a call in. I'm not gonna be around Friday night, so maybe Thursday night we can do our best worst advice. The best bad advice you'll ever get. How about that?
Right. worthless worthless advice from Wendy and Randy.
Yeah. Right. That Cynthia, it because, I guess she has put out that she's got a chip, she's doing good, even though we were just getting trolled, not that long ago with some bullshit, but whatever. If you're doing
Well,
good,
I hope she is doing well. Like, I don't wish bad for her.
I
I hope,
thought so, Pickle. I thought so. Yeah, I wish her well
yeah,
in all your endeavors.
I do too. I wish her well too. Yeah, we're not going to pretend though that she didn't do some stuff, because she did.
Mm-mm.
Um, but I have
No.
always said that I didn't think she was the Sign account. Um, I've said that many, many times. So for Amanda to think she's going to jump back into the conversation,
Right, you girl, you're out of the conversation. We know now who was gas pedal. We know.
Right.
And shame on you, first of all. Second of all, pipe down. Third of all, go the fuck away.
Yeah, just shut up. Nobody cares what you have to say. No one cares what you have to say, Amanda. Just shut up.
Nobody gives a fuck, Amanda.
Yeah.
That's the thing is like when I saw your community post yesterday when I got home, and I was
Mhm.
like, let me go look and see what old fish eyes is saying over there. And damn, shut the fuck up. I, g-
Well, it's
shut.
never accurate either. So it's like if you're not even going to be accurate, then just stay out of it.
That's
It's
what we
really
fell out
frustrating.
about. That's what we. No, it's not.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't, girl.
No, but you knew what she did to us. You were on the phone call. You also got a cease and desist that night, you lying
Right.
bitch.
Right. Yeah.
And then you see somebody having a whole nervous breakdown. You're like, go, 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 go. Say this, say that. You're a good
Yeah.
friend,
I
Amanda.
mean, I don't know. If you guys don't know what Randy's talking about, I mean, do you want us to play Hartley? We can play Hartley's video if you
Yeah, let's
want.
play it.
Um, Hartley put out a video today based on something that Tracy said, which was very interesting. And
Hmm.
of course, she didn't explain, or she didn't, what is the word that I'm looking for?
Go into
She didn't
detail.
explain it. She didn't go into any details. But it sure was interesting. So let me know if you
Yeah,
have to.
and she didn't. It's in. She didn't have to because we knew somebody was.
Yeah.
Mander, I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw you under the fucking bus. You're all about burning it down, burning it down, burning it down. But you want to sit on your fucking hands and you don't want to contribute to burning it all down. Sorry, I'm not taking a bullet for you. I'll take one for my son. That's it. And that's how I
I
feel about it. Don't sit back and cheer people on about, yeah, say this, yeah, do that.
well, that's gaslighting, is what that is.
Not
You're
falling for it.
Interesting. Interesting. So, I don't know all of those details, but it sounds like Amanda was one of the people telling Tracy um to keep going, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. That she was, burn it down, burn it down. Um, you
Hmm.
know, I, yeah, imagine that, right? Interesting. Interesting. Um, here's the thing. I've been thinking about it a lot, especially since Friday when several people came in, and they're not people that typically come in and talk to us. Um, but I feel I'm glad that they came in and talk, to try to at least talk, because
Yeah.
we have to be willing to listen to each other. We have to be willing to have these conversations. If you ever want to get to a place where this is better, we choose the kind of community we have. Period. It's up to us. And I'm glad that Tracy, has decided to stop, but I'm sorry. I don't have the poor, this poor pitiful me rendition. Tracy is ridiculous, because we're not the trash here. In this situation, you're the trash. And I know that's harsh, but damn, we didn't dox anybody. We didn't threaten anybody. We weren't over here losing our whole mind, showing our ass. That was you. So before you start telling us how trash and awful we are, the facts are the facts. You're the one who engaged in that kind of behavior. You need to take some responsibility for your own behavior. Like I said, we decide what kind of community we're going to have. And usually that involves us agreeing on rules or whatever, boundaries, whatever. But when people started, putting up, having an issue with that, we don't want, you're not the boss of me, you're not the moral authority, you're not,
Hmm.
okay, all right, well then go Go have your non-rules. And then now you're complaining that it's trash. Well, that's what happens when you don't have rules.
Is it back? Yeah, back when we were like, we don't do this. This is not allowed. Everybody, y'all don't tell us what to do.
Right.
You're
And they're
not doing
right.
it.
You're right. We don't tell you what to do.
You're
We're
right.
not. But this is what happens when you don't have any
Mm-hmm.
boundaries. Everyone just does what is right in their own eyes. And everyone feels justified in doing whatever it is that they do.
Yep.
Because they, in their head, think it's okay. In their eyes, they think they're justified. Well, so and so did this to me. It's kindergarten rules. They did this to me, so I'm obviously allowed to do this. Da 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 da.
Right. None of it. So y'all didn't want us then. Y'all didn't. No. Whenever we was saying, why is this being let happen? Why is this being let happen? What are y'all doing? No, it was stay out of it. It's none of your business. You don't tell me what to do. I'll go where I want. I'll sit where I want. Okay, go sit where you want. Do what you want. Then if you don't like what comes out in the wash, then it's not our problem. We can't.
Right. I
Yeah.
mean, honestly, that's how I see it. Maybe I'm certainly open to having a conversation about it if somebody doesn't see it that way, but
Yeah.
that's how I see it.
Yeah.
Um,
It's I mean, that was kind of somewhat of a split, and I feel like, you
did
know,
yeah, friendships were breaking up over it.
Mhm.
It was, it didn't have to be that way, but damn, it sure was. Like, you're not in charge of me. Who do you think you are? You think you're the moral authority of everybody? I can't even tell you how many times I heard that. Well, okay.
Yes,
And no, I'm not. I'm not the moral authority of anybody but me. I'm in charge of my behavior. And my
right,
behavior hasn't changed.
yeah. There's nothing I'm gonna have to answer for that I'm not willing to answer for so far. I've
I know
stayed pretty
I've made
solid.
mistakes. I know I have. I've made mistakes. Lots of things that I probably would do differently today because we learn along the way, right? So I'm sure there are things that I could have done better and would do differently today, but I'm not willing to just say that this whole place is trash and toxic. This place is what we make it.
Thank you for the tip, Shamat. Thank you so much. It is. It's what we make it. It's what we allow. And that old saying, "What you allow will continue." And we teach people how to treat us. So that's I stand by that. I don't let a bunch of men come on my panel and talk crazy to me and call me names and me cheer it on or laugh at it or think it's funny. It doesn't happen in my real life and it's not going to happen on YouTube.
Mistakes are how we learn. Yeah, of course. And I know I've made them. I'm not ever going to pretend that I've not made bad choices. Of course I have. Yes, of course I have. Um, but as mad as I've been, and can we not call people trash and just say they have bad behavior? Well, sure, sure, Charlie. I'm not the one that was saying that, or maybe I misspoke, but I felt like we're being called trash.
Yeah.
Um, even though we weren't the ones that were doxing anybody or threatening to go into anybody's real life or anything like that. But somehow we're trash. But
Yeah, I'm not going.
you know,
Yeah, and nobody got to worry about me going into their real life. And I've
no,
left.
I hope not. I've
Yeah.
been pretty pissed off at people, but still have not ever wanted to cross that line because me personally, I don't like it. I don't believe in it. I don't want to do that. Um, and I try not to go to war with people when I don't have to. Is gutter rat acceptable?
Well, a war is, man, it's so tiring. And then you end up being, in my opinion, consumed. I've gotten all consumed in a war on here.
No, but
Um,
you can't let that happen. You have
mm-mm.
to log off. And that's the last thing you want to do when you're in a war because all you want to do is fight back. But
Yeah.
it is never worth it. You're right, sweet. It's never worth it. I mean, look.
Or, well, I remember back when I hated Trisha so bad, and it was like an obsession, just an obsession. And if I went on a panel and they weren't talking about Trisha, I didn't want to be on that panel. I wanted to be somewhere where they were dogging her,
Yeah.
and that
She
is,
she was she was for a long time the only topic in this community.
hmm
The only topic. Everybody was talking about her.
yes,
And now nobody is, which is very interesting.
right. Because now, I mean, now it's just like, yeah, that's what she does. Oh, yeah, that's what, I mean, Trisha's, and that's
Yes, she does. Yeah.
um Merbs, they're all verbs. Of course,
Right.
Merb, she's been popped down over there.
The good old days, right? The good old days.
Well, and people are like, this place has changed. No, it hasn't. The players have. You got to think, back then, people, the same shit was going on, pretty
Well,
much.
I mean, Trisha used to dox like crazy. She would dig into people's real lives and put it out everywhere. Didn't even care if it was true or not. She would
Hmm.
call people pretending to be nurse, call their jobs, pretending to, she was terrible. She hurt a lot of people. I don't think she's doing much of that these days, although I am sure I could be wrong. But back then, yeah, she was, so you're right. It hasn't changed. Doxing has been around since the internet, like, since the dawn of the internet.
Yeah.
It's not certainly not a new behavior.
No. Um, Bless showed up to where Trisha was. You know, none of this. I don't know. I get that they're saying this place has changed, but just the players have, and the players, what people accept. Like if you come around me and I find out, I get to know you and you're gross, or then I stay away from you. I don't know. I move on. But verbatim,
Well,
that quote are verbatim.
we can't control anybody. And I think that's what people have, tried to say. Like, you can't control people. And you're right. You're right. And I'm not going to try to. I'm not going to try to control people because I can't. And
Right, we can only control us.
right, right. But Tracy said something like, it used to be that no matter how much you didn't like somebody, right is right and wrong is wrong. Well, and that is still true. And Tracy, you were wrong. You were really wrong. And I don't know why people aren't telling you that. It's not because I don't like you either. In fact, she said something else. She said that they don't care who they hurt. And that really bothered me because if I didn't care, then Friday I wouldn't have begged you to stop the way that I did. I would have said, "Keep going. You're doing great."
Mm-hmm.
Should be, doxing your brother any minute now. Keep going, girl.
Right.
Or whatever else was going to happen. Whatever else was threatened to go down, but I didn't. I begged you guys to stop because I do care about people in this community, even people I don't like. Tracy, can you say the same? Would you defend me, Tracy? Because you never have. Did you stand up for my son when he was attacked by Amanda? You didn't. Did you stand up for Starlight and her family when she was being doxxed by Amber? You brought that point back up recently. Did you defend her? No.
Mm-mm.
But somehow we have to. We're failing because we didn't stand up hard enough for you. I wish you could see it. I wish you could see it, Tracy, but you don't because you hate me. So you're not ever going to see it. But I wish you would, because nothing's ever going to change around here unless we start to listen to each other, whether we like each other or not.
Don't talk at me, talk to me.
I do too, Evelyn. I care about the people very much here. That's
Yeah,
why
me
I'm
too.
still here. This isn't my livelihood. I don't earn my living on YouTube. I'm here because of the people. I care about this community. I care about a lot of people here.
Right, talk with me. She is blocked, Nora. She's blocked.
Yeah, she's blocked. I don't want anything to do with Tracy. But as long as she's going to continue to speak, and try to sweep this our way, I'm going to sweep it right back because it belongs at your feet, not mine.
Yeah, it's gonna get swept back. I mean, I have things to lose too. You're not gonna hear me go around and say I ain't got nothing to lose, because I got a lot to lose. But I'm gonna fight for what's right, and I'm gonna fight for mine. Just like I expect people to fight for theirs. Fight for your yes. I understand when Tracy said today, Amanda, I'll fight for my son. I'm not fighting for you. Whatever she said, that's not. Um, I was like, good, good. I'll fight. I'll fight for my friends on here hard. Y'all know that. But I'm not gonna get used. I'm not gonna get used to go around white knighting for somebody that wouldn't piss on me if I was on fire.
Right. She said that she did, Hush, and then, since then has said things like, let me be clear, the L that I'm taking is, I'm done trying to convince the drama community that they're horrible people and that they support horrible people. And I'm done, like not taking any accountability for her own behavior at all. Um, just putting it on us. Somehow it's still, our fault. This community is dead. This community is not dead.
No.
Um, we have a lot of really good people here. And unfortunately, a lot of the good people get ignored because bad people are the ones kicking up a storm and waving their hands in the air and
That's
jumping
true.
up and down. And so they get a lot of attention while the good people stay quiet and just show up for chat and be supportive and, laugh along with the fun times.
Scott. Right. And that's true. We do. A lot of the good people get ignored because we're busy fighting the rottens, but I don't mean to. It does happen though. No, thank you, Carrie. My body is sore.
But
But yeah. Yeah. you
I,
worry about that. But
I listened to TNT this morning and I like TNT. I know a lot of people have, maybe
I do too.
different opinions on her, but I do like her. And it hurt my heart, which I know people are going to make fun of, but whatever. It did hurt my heart to hear her tear up. And I haven't seen German lady say that about her son, but I don't think that's appropriate to say anywhere. And I don't believe she's ever said anything like that in here. I don't think we would have allowed that, but I don't know. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen that. But it's something that she was obviously really sad about, and I hate that. But if I saw a comment like that, I feel
Hey,
like I would have
Lavender.
deleted that. Hey, Lavender, good to see you.
Lavender's been going through it, y'all.
I'm sorry to
Keep
hear
her in
that.
your prayers if you can.
Yeah.
Hey, more than enough. Hey, sitting and bitching. Speaking of older participants. No, I don't know where they went.
Me too, Hush. I'm kind of the same way. I don't like to hear anybody cry.
Mm-mm. No, once you cry, you win. Mm-mm. No, and
Yeah. You win whatever you need. What do you need?
yeah,
I'll give you whatever you want. Yeah.
and I
I know,
know that.
Evelyn. I'm sorry, Evelyn, you're absolutely right. And that's what I meant when I said, we have to start being willing to hear each other. We have to start being willing to talk to each other. And mending some of these relationships that are damaged. Um, because people are feeling like, I mean, I don't know. That's if you have to decide what you want. Do you want a community or don't you? If you do, then we have to start listening to each other. We have to start communicating. We have to start being willing to have difficult conversations
Well, and you,
with the goal of getting to a place where everyone feels like they're heard and supported. If you don't want that, you don't want to have that, then you don't have to do that, obviously. But I mean,
well,
again,
but you also got to, you
we
have to,
decide what kind of community we're going to have. That's all I'm saying. Like, we decide that. The power is in our hands to decide what kind of community we're going to have.
but you can't be, you just can't be right all the time. And I think that is what hurts people in that, it gets their ego. They want to be right. Well, you either want to be heard or you want to be right. Because if you want to be right, you're just waiting on your turn to talk. You're not listening, and in turn you won't be heard. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Right. Well, I mean, yeah, like you can't have this agenda. You can't have an agenda. It has to be like genuine. You really do want to,
Sour girl, but that's not necessarily what she said. What she said was she meant recent. Like, she has fell back, ain't said shit in a long time. She's,
Yeah, I think she means like recently, sour girl,
yeah.
not ever. In fact, she said, herself that, she's done some things that are not okay, and she owns them and has taken accountability for them. And I mean, that's all we can do, right? I mean, that's all we can do at the end of the day is try to have some insight into what we've done to contribute to this. And I'm not sitting here and pretending that I've done absolutely nothing to contribute to this. I'm sure I have.
Oh, I
I'm
have.
absolutely sure I have. And I've been told more than once that I'm not approachable. So people probably think that I don't like them, even though I probably haven't thought anything, but we have to be willing to hear that, I guess,
Yeah. I
that
definitely think I'm approachable. I think I'm too approachable. Like, people don't mind coming at me sideways. Calm down.
true.
You're gonna trip
I
my
do.
crazy.
Evelyn, I do. I protect myself, and for good reason. You're absolutely right. Yes, it takes a long time for people to get into my circle. I have a very, very small circle on purpose. I don't talk to many people offline. You guys know that. Um, that's just me.
Or you can be like me and up here. Can y'all believe Mama Bear hurt my feelings again?
Randy's handing out her phone number with on the corner.
Yeah.
Damn, I hand her phone number to everybody. Call me, friend.
But there's this woman, her Tarot Studio something is her channel. And she did an Aries reading the other day, and it didn't resonate at all with me. But her accent, she's like from, I think she's from Louisiana. And so I almost put, hey, email me your number. I almost want to get to know you. I love the way you sound. Aries are the best. But she said some of these areas it may be full and some not. And I'm just like, golly, I love your accent.
You know who I've been listening to lately is Hillbilly Belinda. I love her accent. And she actually sounds like Pam to me.
I could sound like that if I let myself go.
I love it. I love her accent. I think she's great.
She's from Tennessee.
I love when she tells people to mind their business. Mind your business. I love it. I love it.
Thank you for the super snatch.
Yes. She's like, I'm going to do this. Mind your business. Don't ask me any questions about it. Just mind your business.
Yeah, Jamie, me too.
Great.
Yeah, and Ron, I am living for his shaved head. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Ron. Okay, so Sam right now is reading the transcript of when they went to court, and I am dying. Every answer is, nope, I don't recall, never had, yabahoo. Like, it's just he's acting like none of this happened. It's killing me. I'm dying. It's fantastic. So she read the first part today, and I guess I don't know when she's going to be live next with the next parts, but I'm here for it. I think it's fantastic. Hillbilly Belinda is great. I do enjoy her very much. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I'm loving the transcripts. But I mean, cuz I like court stuff anyway. Um but especially when we know the players, and
Wow. Speaking
it's
of knowing the
very.
players and court stuff, I think today Alec Murdaugh is trying to get his case back opened because of juror tampering,
Which case? The murders?
the murders.
Oh, he needs to stop already. Stop it. Give up, dude. What did he get sentenced to? Like life forever, throw away the key?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and has the trial even started yet on his all the other money stuff and all the 80
I
other.
think he pled guilty to all that. He's
Oh,
just.
okay.
But then there's this part like today. All right, so like I told you that Fox, I think it's Fox Nation. They've put out a 3-part series. I'm on number 3, and Pammy B, I'm hoping there's another trial just because I was sad when that ended. But happy
He
and sad.
he bugs me. He bugs me. For him to be up there talking about, I would never, ever, ever. Yes, you did. Twice. First her, then him, or whatever. First him, then her. You did. You did. Now stop it. Stop trying to.
And he doesn't
Monster.
what
I
we
can't
want to
stand him.
hear is why. Why? Hey,
Me
Mama T
too,
Belly.
Mama T Belly. I cannot stand that man. You
Y'all know he
follow
lost
him.
he lost his tablet. He lost his prison tablet because he was giving interviews.
Good. He shouldn't have anything. He
No.
should live in a box with a toilet for the rest of his life.
Word on the streets, he's running to prison, which we know he would.
Running the prison. Shut up.
Running to prison. He's he's got his colors. I don't know if he
He's got his colors.
he met up with Tam Tam. He's a Crip.
He's a Crip.
But watching this, and Buster gives an interview in this, and I haven't, like I said, I haven't finished it yet, but you want Alec to be innocent because of Buster.
I didn't. I didn't.
100%, Natalie.
Well, and
100%.
I wasn't as into the trial, I think, as many others were.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yes, Natalie, exactly. And one of the biggest pieces of evidence in my mind is the fact that there's no other evidence there. There's no evidence of anybody coming in there. You know what I mean? Anybody else coming in here. There's not a tire track. There's not a thing out of place. It was him. It can only be him. He was the only one. There's no other evidence of anything.
No other suspects. No
Nothing.
other. He paid somebody to shoot him in the head. I mean, come on.
Not a thing. There's not a thing else out there that points in any direction.
And then there was oh my goodness, there was a trial last week where a woman, her boyfriend put her disabled daughter, she was a teenager, but she was wheelchair bound, in the back of the car and left her. And it was all filmed from her ring cam of them making out and kissing and going in while that child was in the car for hours.
And they both were found guilty, right?
Yeah.
The boyfriend too, yeah? And the mom was like all crying and sobbing.
She's like, I hate drugs. That was the first and only time I did meth.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I saw that verdict. I saw that verdict and her reaction.
Yeah, I'm just like, I hate you, lady. Golly.
Yeah. And so, is anyone else following the Ruby Frank stuff that's going on from was it Eight Passengers? Is that the name of their channel?
Yes, I am. And this is today. I kept trying to say this, but you are so like Wendy's all into the 8 passenger thing. So
Well,
you,
I mean, I don't know if I'm all into it, but I'm definitely, I'm definitely watching it, and I think she's going to jail. I don't know how she cannot go to jail.
her
Those
and
kids, that boy climbed out the window to go to a neighbor's house didn't ask to call the police. He asked for food and water. And he had
yes,
duct tape on him and rope, like lacerations from being tied up.
hmm
Absolutely disgusting.
because what?
And
Okay,
then
so
they brought him to the hospital. He was malnourished, and then I guess so was the sister, I believe. So
yeah,
there's two kids there
so
that were.
I think it was 4 months ago. The oldest one denounced her family
Why didn't she
because
call the police?
she hadn't been around. She said she didn't know that. Well, she didn't say she didn't know. She didn't mention this. I don't know why she didn't call the police. I don't know why none of them. They said that, like, the family is saying that they have been trying to get the cops to show up and all this, but she was somewhat cultish. She
Oh,
met this
very.
woman.
Yes, yes. This woman that she's partnered with, who I believe was also arrested, which I don't understand why
hmm
that woman's arrested.
I
Why
think
was
she
she
helped dole
arrested?
out the punishments.
Oh, okay, okay.
hmm
Yeah, but she's facing charges too.
Because the husband didn't get arrested, right?
But the kids are taken. All the kids are in foster care now. So where's the husband in all this?
I don't know. And the oldest daughter, where I wonder if is she going to come outside? I looked today to see um the whole family have channels. He should be too if he lived there. I'm thinking maybe he didn't come around. Maybe this woman brainwashed her. I don't know. Lori Daybell, however you spell it. Yes, mom of 4 sons. That's
Yes,
exactly what it feels like.
it's giving those kind of vibes for sure. Very cultish behavior. Oh, so that was okay, yeah. So it was her house they were separated. Gotcha. Ruby and Kevin were separated. Thank you. Yeah, I know that you guys know more about this than I do. So yeah,
What?
fill in the blanks for me, please.
Well, I heard
Um,
like there's a clip, and it's hard to find clips of that channel. But yeah, there was definitely, in my opinion, abuse when he was there too, T Belly,
well,
because the one kid, he's like, yeah, I lost my bedroom for 6 months, had to sleep on a beanbag. Like,
yes.
what do you have to do for a 6 month punishment? Come
Right. I
on.
think it was actually 7 months, but yes, you're right.
Oh,
This is the same family that made the news, I think last year, was it? When the 5-year-old or the 6-year-old um forgot to make her own lunch and she went to school and the teacher
mm-hmm,
messaged the mom and said, "Hey, she forgot to bring a lunch today. Can you bring her something to eat? She's hungry." And the mom said, "Well, nope, it's her responsibility to pack her own lunch. So the natural and logical consequences of that are she just gets to be hungry now. She's not going to die from one day of not eating," which is sad when you look at today's present
mm-hmm.
obviously it's been more than a day, but okay. But yeah, to her little 5-year-old, little 6-year-old child, like,
Yeah. And
if
then
you
she
if
says,
you're
and hopefully
14-year-old.
nobody will give her any food.
Right, that's what she said. "I hope nobody feeds her. Don't let anyone give her any food." Like, what? What? That is insane. So
And
this has been going on for a long time.
it makes me want to call my kids and say, "Don't you ever say I was hard on y'all again," because I don't know that there was many days through the week that they wouldn't get to school and say, "Mom, I left something, a paper.
Mhm.
Um, where is it? I
We've
don't
all had
know."
to do that. Of course, we've all had
Yeah.
to do that. You run something out to the school because they forgot it or whatever. That's just being a parent. It comes with the territory. It is what it is. Hopefully you can do that. Um, it's ridiculous to me. I don't understand. First of all, I think 5 years old, 6 years old, I don't care how smart they are. I think that is way too young
Hey, Tracy.
to be fully responsible for packing your food. If you don't pack, you don't eat. I think that's ridiculous. I can see them, being part of it, making sure that, they pick their things that they like to eat or whatever. Like, I can see that, but I don't see, I mean, that to me is an adult responsibility being put on a child, and that's abuse. You don't put adult responsibilities on children, little children. That's
Mm-mm.
ridiculous, man.
No, that's no. That's part of I enjoyed that. I enjoyed making their lunches. I look, one of the saddest thing, I wanted to make the kids breakfast in the morning, and they wanted to eat breakfast at school. And I hated that. I like to make breakfast for them. I liked packing their lunches. They wanted to eat lunch at school. I liked all that. I don't know, but I like knowing what they were going to eat and knowing they were going to have enough. And like Stephanie for snack time would have like a whole nother lunch because when she was in kindergarten, because her lunch was at 10:30 in the morning. So I knew by 3 o'clock she'd be starving.
Yes. Yes. Yes, we always had a variety of snacks in the snack box or whatever, because Jonathan swear to God, Jonathan's gonna be president one day, I swear. Jonathan would take his snacks and he would barter for stuff. He's
Yeah.
a little kid and he would barter. He's like, "Oh, let's see, I got some of this. What do you got over there? You want to trade? Okay, uh-huh." And he would go or the teacher would have like a chair up front that had a basket of extra snacks. And so he would go and put his snacks in that basket and then take a couple for, trade them out for something he liked better up in the snack box. It was crazy. He's so funny. Jonathan kills me. Did I tell you about that one time that he came home and he told me, he's like, "So I think I have kind of a job." He was in high school. He's like, I think I've made myself kind of a job." Really? What did you do? And he said, "Well, they were selling these." It was like around Christmas time. He goes, "They were selling these little holly grams, right, for Christmas, and you could buy them, and you buy them and then you may write a little message and then they go deliver it to your friend, and it's a little
Hmm.
hologram or whatever, right?" He's all, and they were like, I don't even know, $5. Let's just say, I don't remember. $5. He's all, and then I realized that these are just berries and leaves. He said, "So I went and picked a bunch of leaves and berries." He said he tied them all up. He started selling them for $2. He made a killing.
Good job.
The principal called him in. He said, "Look, you're going to have to stop." Because nobody was buying the $5 ones when his $2 ones were just as good. I love it. He's like, "Yeah, the principal told me I couldn't do it anymore." He's like, "But I made, however much he had." I'm like, "Wow." Like, "All right, I guess you're buying dinner tonight, buddy." It was great. Yeah, he's awesome. God, he's funny. He makes me laugh. The principal told him to stop. I thought that was great. He's like, "You're gonna stop, sir. You can't do this.
Knock it off. You're
It's out of
undercutting
business."
your own school.
Nobody wants to buy the $5 ones when the $2 ones are just as good. It was great. He's like, "I just picked a bunch of leaves and berries and tied them up.
$2.
$2." Oh, it's funny, man. He kills me. I know. Big brain thinking right there. Competition is not appreciated. No.
Now things are okay. So I got a call the other day, and they're like, "Do you want to buy fruit?" I was sure. I'll get some.
Of course you just, sure. Who are you? Do I know you?
It's Jim's grandson.
Is this poison fruit? Like, what do you know?
Well, no, it was Jim's grandson. It was Jim's grandson. I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
of course I'll get fruit from you. And
You want fruit?
I'm like, how much is it? $50. I'm like, what the hell kind of fruit is it? Grow itself? What?
Magic fruit? What does this fruit do? Maybe it does things. It's magic. Magic beans, poison apple. You've heard of magic fruit before. Come on.
Yeah. Jack, so if I plant it, am I going to get a beanstalk and go?
$50. They know Randall's a sure thing. Totally. What does $50 get you in fruit? I mean, my goodness.
A case of peaches.
That's all going to go dead in a week, and so that's going to be it. You're going to have rotten peaches for a week.
And then I went over Timbers the other day, and there said a case of peaches. I said, you got too, huh?
Timbers, do you want to take a bag of peaches home?
That's exactly what she said. That's exactly.
Of course. Who can eat a case of peaches? Nobody. That's like a family of 6 right there. Like,
Yeah.
how are you and Jim supposed to polish off a case of peaches before they go bad? That's never
I
gonna
don't know.
happen.
I started running like scenarios through my head. I'll make peach cobbler, peach pie, I'll freeze
Uh-huh.
some. I ain't gonna do shit.
Ain't gonna do shit. Those peaches are gonna go bad. You feed it to the livestock or the animals outside.
Yeah. Find some
Throw it to a
chicken.
raccoon. I've
Oh
never
yeah.
had dragon fruit, and one day I'd love to try it. There's another fruit that's out there. Is it jackfruit? That's supposed to be fancy. And there's another one that it tastes like all the like I learned it from Nikocado, avocado, and the banana chick. She loves it. It's durian, I think is what it's called. Has anyone ever tried that? It's supposed to be incredible.
Mm-mm.
Never had it. It's supposed to be very expensive, but I'd love to try it one time.
I
Freeze
don't
them
know.
for freeze them for smoothies. I sure that's an option. Sure. Don't tell her, Natalie, she's gonna be out there buying $50 worth of peaches.
Give me some more peaches.
We need
Hey, Mother.
peaches. You never want to eat a peach again after $50 worth of peaches.
No, it's not as many as you think. The fruit is crazy. Things are just crazy expensive right now. It's like what it said the other day. It said going grocery shopping makes me want to find out what a pine cone tastes like.
Preserve them, ma'am. I
Oh,
want to be a homesteader. I can make my own bread, yogurt, and kombucha. Kombucha. What is kombucha? What's that? Am I saying that right?
oh, I do too, sour girl.
I love white peaches and white nectarines. They're my absolute favorite. I love them so much. I could eat them forever. They're so good. They only come out in the summer here, but I love them.
I don't think I've ever had them. I've never had those white strawberries either.
I don't think I've ever had white strawberries, but white peaches and white nectarines they're sweeter to me. They're not like they don't have any sour in them. They're very sweet.
Oh, I
So
love
yummy.
homegrown tomatoes. Oh,
My
I just
friend
don't.
used to grow her own peas, and they were so good, like right off the little vine. Just pop them right off the vine and snap them. They're so good. Little pea pods. They're delicious.
Mm.
Very sweet. White peaches, so good. Yeah, I love it. I love white peaches and white nectarines. So good.
Don, I did not. They had cotton candy grapes out at my grocery store here in town,
I don't know what that
and
is. What is that?
they say the grapes taste like cotton candy. I didn't get them.
Oh, it's a
It's a
healthy
healthy
juice for
drink.
your gut. Oh, interesting.
Oh, I might need that.
Um, is it something that grows naturally,
I don't know.
or did they create it somewhere in a lab? Never had white peaches or nectarines. Do you guys not have that over in your neck of the woods? Chopped up peaches with sweet milk and sprinkled sugar. Oh, that sounds fabulous.
My kids get those grapes. I didn't taste much of a difference. I didn't get them. I thought, what kind of Houdini bullshit is this? I don't
Right.
know.
That sounds like made in a that just has chemicals written all over it. Tell me that are they grown naturally anywhere?
And just because they want to charge like $5 more a pound.
These were made in some factory somewhere.
Tennessee peach pudding this year. It's so good. I haven't had it. But Jim's mom used to make this little cake, and she called it a pudding, but it was a cake. And I mean, it's real simple. It's like flour, sugar, and milk. It's good.
Sour girl. Walter has fancy taste. He's too fancy for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have opened Instacart as we speak, ordering fruit. Oh, it's so good. This time of year, especially, we got great fruit out this time of year.
Ah, Dana. Yeah, I opened Instacart today, because I kind of want to get a shit. I forgot. What kind of meat did I keep saying I was gonna buy? For I went completely blank. Oh,
Meat.
a brisket.
Oh, a
I wanted to
brisket.
get a brisket
You
for
didn't
this
say
weekend.
ever. You've never ever said the word brisket to me ever. So I don't know what imaginary conversation we had. I don't remember
No,
ever hearing brisket.
actually, I keep telling Jim, and he's like, "Why do you always make things harder?" Because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna smoke a brisket. I ain't never smoked anything in my whole life, and I'm starting with a freaking
Do you have
brisket.
a smoker? Like, do you have like? You have to have like an actual device that does that, right? Like a
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Amy is bringing me. It's an inside smoker. Like I can put it on my little grill that I have.
And it won't smoke up the whole house.
No, no,
Oh,
I'll
that's
cook it outside.
you have ordinary peaches and flat peaches. What are flat peaches? I like frozen grapes too. I love frozen grapes. They're great in water or just
Mm.
even as a snack, but you can't eat too many. You're going to be have trouble. Don't do it. Don't eat too many. But they're delicious. Pralines and cream is my favorite. It's my favorite ice cream. Or Oreo cookies and cream. Those are also
Mm-mm. I don't like Oreo ice cream.
what?
I'll
How
eat
could
it, but
you
I'll eat it if that's all we have. But I don't. That Jim, that's his go-to. It's not mine.
do you like pralines and cream?
Hmm.
That one's good. I like pralines and cream too.
I like it, so I shouldn't say I don't like it, but it's just not. I'm not going to order it
What do you order if you order ice cream?
from.
I don't know, a place that sells ice cream. I have no idea from I don't know. I don't know where.
I usually okay. So like if I'm gonna get it for the house, I like turtle tracks,
Turtle tracks. Is that like little pieces of
caramel,
caramel or pieces of chocolate or both?
chocolate and caramel,
Chocolate and caramel. Okay,
hmm
yeah, that's pretty good. That is
and
good.
that's what I've heard, Maud. You can't let your dogs eat grapes because the seeds are poison for them.
I don't have seeds in my grapes. I guess I get seedless grapes.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't have seeds in them. I only like red grapes though. I do not like green grapes. They're too sour. I like them sweet. The red grapes are sweet for me. Grapes and raisins are both poisonous for dogs. Yeek. Well, is it the seed or is it the grape itself? Oh, it's the skin. I like coffee ice cream too,
I
Christy,
always
very
heard it
much.
was the seeds. Oh,
It's
really?
dog kidney failure. Wow.
Coffee ice cream. I haven't had that in years.
I love coffee ice cream. Yeah, I do. I like that a lot. Red grapes are good for you. I love red grapes. I think they're delicious. But I freeze them, and then you can have them. Then they last a lot longer. Because see, I have to be careful how many I buy. If I buy a bunch of stuff, I won't be able to finish it before
Yeah.
it goes bad. So I freeze the grapes, and
Have you
oh,
ever tried
over here. You don't
frozen
have.
cherries?
I can't stand cherries. I can't have anything cherry. Mama T Bill, you guys don't have flavored cream over there? Well, I would die without flavored cream. How do you have your coffee? Cats cannot have onion or garlic. It's very toxic to them. I think onion is bad for dogs too, right? I think I read that somewhere that they can't have onion either.
I don't know. My dog. I don't think he ever has tried.
You guys are making me hungry.
Yeah,
Cherry.
I'm getting hungry too. I don't even know.
I
Uh,
can't have cherry. My mom, and I know why I blame my mom. I blame my mom because she would give me disgusting liquid cough medicine
mm,
and she would say, it tastes like cherries. You'll love it.
no, that shit don't taste like. Ugh.
Wrong and wrong. Okay. No, it's disgusting. So now I can't have anything with cherry. It just instantly takes me back to childhood trauma. So can't have it. Don't want it. My dogs eat bananas, apples, watermelon, plum, and strawberries.
Omar likes apples and pears. And if I don't give him, like when I'm eating a pear, if I don't give him some, he sat there the whole time on his back legs begging.
Asher's getting terrible with her begging, man. She mows stuff over now just to get to, like, she's crazy. Absolutely no manners at all. Missy.
That's a little girl was when we couldn't find it, Omar, and he was in the tent with the other little girl that was feeding him a bacon. Um, this other kid from this other side, she was like, "Where's your dog? We cooked him a hamburger." I'm like, look how fat he is. He's not. Like, does he look like he's starving? What did you do? Come up there and beg?
Mama T Belly, okay, forgive me. I'm so ignorant when it comes to this kind of stuff, so I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you, Charlie.
Is it legal for you to have it? Like, can someone mail you some? 'Cause I'll send you some right now. I'll Amazon that stuff right to your door. You should have some coffee creamer in your life, lady. It's delicious. Hazelnut's my favorite. What's your favorite coffee creamer?
Italian sweet cream.
What does that taste like?
Oh, it tastes like just ice cream. It's good.
Like heaven.
Yeah.
Like
Creamer is
heaven.
illegal in Scotland. What kind of hell do y'all have going over there?
Is it illegal or are you lying? Because I totally am going to believe you. I think she's making fun of me because I just asked that to Mama T Belly.
Just heavy cream for you. Sometimes I just use the regular creamer, but I
haven't had coffee a lot. I can't drink a lot of coffee. I used to have coffee every day. But since my surgery, I don't anymore. I haven't had coffee like that since then. So it's been a couple years for me.
Hey, Broken Angel. It's good
Broken
to see you.
Angel, my goodness. How are you doing? She's fibbing. We have Coffee Mate, just not the flavors. You can receive it. We don't even have boiling water. All right, stop it. Because you guys know I'm dumb and I believe everything. And I don't know international law. Clearly.
I used to drink coffee all day. Oh, golly, you scared me. Hold on, y'all.
Okay. We don't even have boiling water. Ugh, shameful. Well, it's good to see you, Broken Angel. I'm glad you're doing well, Dolly. I'm gullible too. I believe everything. It's terrible. I believe everything everybody says all the time. It's horrible. Ketchup is a no-no on hot dogs in Chicago. I'm a bad friend. Ooh, candy corn. Yeah, ask for creamer. I like hazelnut. French vanilla is another one that a lot of people like. I don't love it, but it's not bad. I just don't like it. I Google everything everyone says. I know. Honestly, I have to too, frankly. I believe everybody. And some people like to play with that gullible trait in me. And frankly, I don't blame you.
Coffee Mate is powdered cream. I like powdered cream. I do.
Well, I don't mind powdered cream. It's actually not bad. My dad turned me onto that.
Now, I probably could eat candy corn mixed with peanuts, but just sitting eating candy corn, I'll do it if it's like all that's left, but ugh.
That's all that's left. Snickers and salted caramel. Yeah, I bet those are good too. I don't get that anymore because I don't drink coffee like I used to, but
no, I drink 1 cup a day in the morning. Sometimes 2.
Yeah.
Candy corn is kind of like a flavored wax. I don't know.
It's the hard shit. It is. Yeah, it's definitely. I do like candy corn, but you know what though? I don't know that I just buy candy corn. Like like if it's in something and if it's part of I don't know, if it's in something, and I'm eating it or whatever, that's fine. But I don't know that I ever go out and buy a bag of candy corn.
Yeah. Who buys just a bag of candy corn? And then, did you know that you can make like a ear of corn out of candy corn. I wouldn't mind trying that.
Yes, you can. That's yeah. I mean, you can stack it in such a way that it does look like
Yeah,
it you corn. Yes, you can do that.
but I definitely could mix it with peanuts. That sounds
I bet it
good.
would taste good with peanuts, with the
Hmm.
salty and sugar together is yes, that's lovely.
Me and Jim had roasted marshmallows the other day. It was so good. So I forgot how good they were.
Yeah, roasted marshmallows are bomb. They're delicious. They're
Yeah,
so good. I like them super roasted too, like almost too roasted.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
you
Me
take
too.
off the first layer and then you go in for a second roast while you're eating the first layer. The second roast is going. And then you eat it again. It's nice. So good.
Yeah, that's see, and we did hot dogs on the fire, and then Timber showed up with steaks, and that's how we ended up having to go get a grill, having to put a grill together, and then we looked over, and Timber had the steaks covered in butter. I'm like, well, there goes any kind of diet I was gonna plan on.
You can't be on a diet when you're camping. Isn't that like
No,
against the rules?
it must be you can't,
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
but they was good, and she fixed.
But you know what? Hot dogs over a fire. I'm sorry, it doesn't get much better than that. That is
Yeah,
fantastic.
no, they were good, and I
That is
usually don't
delicious.
like Oscar Mayer. Um, I like the cheaper hot dogs actually, but all they had was Oscar Mayer, and they were good, 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 good.
Yeah, especially in the fire. So good. All right. Well, now that everybody's starving and ready to break all their diets,
Yeah,
we're so
now that
sorry.
we've got y'all good and hungry, go cook supper, dinner, whatever you call it,
Nobody's
and
gonna cook dinner. They're going to go to the store and get candy and coffee and ice cream.
yeah, coffee
Maybe
for.
some peaches if somebody finds any.
Yeah, we better go, and thank y'all for joining us. It's good to be back, uh, and we'll do our yeah Thursday night. We'll do the call in stuff.
Awesome.
I
All
think
right.
that'd
Bye,
be fun.
guys. See you soon. Behave
Bye,
out
y'all.
there. Bye, guys.